How much land can you purchase with $50,000? You might be surprised to learn that there are states where you can acquire dozens, even hundreds, of acres without emptying your wallet. Whether your aspirations involve starting a farm, raising cattle, or simply investing in land, certain states are offering remarkably affordable deals in 2025. But where exactly can you find these hidden gems? Which states offer the best tax benefits, lowest land prices, and highest growth potential? Before we dive in, please support us by giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. Let's explore these opportunities. Number 10. West Virginia. West Virginia, known as the Mountain State, may not be the first place that comes to mind for farming, but it is a hidden gem for those seeking affordable land. With an average farmland price of $3,000 per acre, West Virginia presents a rare opportunity to invest in fertile yet inexpensive farmland. This is perfect for those looking to establish a homestead, raise cattle, or cultivate specialty crops. The agriculture industry in West Virginia generates $800 million annually. While the state is not a major agricultural powerhouse, it provides excellent conditions for livestock farming, apple orchards, and even wine production. The rolling hills and mineral-rich soil make it an ideal location for farmers who desire a mix of crops and cattle. In fact, livestock farming accounts for 80% of the state's agricultural output, making it one of the best places for raising beef cattle and poultry. One significant advantage of farmland in West Virginia is its natural resources. The state has vast reserves of coal, oil, and natural gas. In some cases, land purchases include mineral rights, allowing landowners to lease their land to energy companies and earn passive income. Some property owners have earned up to $30,000 per year simply from leasing drilling rights. Another substantial benefit is the low property taxes. West Virginia has one of the lowest property tax rates in the nation, averaging 0.58%, which means you will save thousands of dollars in the long run compared to farming in more expensive states. Additionally, the cost of living in West Virginia is 16% lower than the national average, making it easier to afford farm equipment, labor, and maintenance costs. The state also boasts a tight-knit farming community with over 23,000 farms spread across its landscape. Local farmers' markets and co-ops allow small farmers to sell their produce directly to consumers, eliminating middlemen and boosting profits. So, if you are looking for affordable farmland, low taxes, and potential mineral wealth, West Virginia should definitely be on your radar. Whether you dream of a self-sufficient homestead, cattle ranch, or an apple orchard, this state has everything you need without breaking the bank. Number 9. Arkansas. Now, let's discuss a state that lives and breathes farming, Arkansas. If you are serious about agriculture and want land that is not only cheap but also fertile, Arkansas is one of the best places to invest in farmland in 2025. At just $2,750 per acre, this state is a goldmine for those looking to grow crops, raise livestock, or venture into large-scale commercial farming. Agriculture is Arkansas's #1 industry, contributing a massive $16 billion to the state's economy annually. The state has over 14 million acres of farmland, and 1 out of every 6 jobs in Arkansas is related to agriculture. It produces over 50% of the country's total rice supply. If you are considering rice farming, Arkansas is undoubtedly the best place to do it. However, it's not just about rice. Arkansas is also a top producer of soybeans, cotton, corn, poultry, and catfish. Poultry farming alone generates $4 billion annually, and the state is home to some of the largest processing plants in the world. If you are looking for land to raise chickens or turkeys, this is the place to be. One major advantage of farmland in Arkansas is its natural irrigation. The Mississippi River and the Arkansas Delta provide consistent water access, reducing the need for expensive irrigation systems. This alone can save farmers tens of thousands of dollars per year in water costs. Another reason why Arkansas is an amazing place for farmland is its low cost of living, approximately 14% lower than the national average. This means you will save money not just on land but also on labor, equipment, and property taxes. Speaking of taxes, Arkansas has some of the lowest farmland taxes in the country, making it an excellent long-term investment. Beyond just farming, Arkansas is also becoming a hotspot for agritourism. Many farmers have started turning their land into tourist attractions, offering farm stays, hunting experiences, and guided tours. Some landowners make an additional $10,000 to $50,000 per year just from agritourism. So, if you are looking for cheap, fertile farmland with strong industry support and additional revenue opportunities, Arkansas is a no-brainer. Whether you are growing rice, raising poultry, or exploring agritourism, this state offers some of the best value for your money in America. Number 8. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is not just about cowboys and country music. It is also one of the cheapest and most profitable states to own farmland in 2025. With an average price of just $2,500 per acre, this state is a dream come true for cattle ranchers and crop farmers alike. Oklahoma has over 34 million acres of farmland, making up nearly 78% of the entire state. It ranks number 5 in the U.S. for cattle production, with over 5.2 million cows roaming its fields. If you are looking to start a cattle ranch, you won't find a more affordable and well-suited state. However, it is not just cattle. Oklahoma is also a major player in wheat, corn, and soybean farming. The state produces nearly 120 million bushels of wheat per year, ranking number 2 in wheat production nationwide. The flat terrain and semi-arid climate create ideal growing conditions for grains and oilseeds, making this a low-risk investment for farmers. Another significant advantage is Oklahoma's low tax rates. The state has some of the lowest property taxes in the U.S., averaging 0.90%, a fraction of what you would pay in states like Texas or California. Plus, the cost of living in Oklahoma is 20% lower than the national average, which means you will spend less on labor, equipment, and supplies. And let's talk about weather protection. Oklahoma's government offers strong subsidies and crop insurance programs, helping farmers recover losses from droughts, tornadoes, and unpredictable weather. This means even if nature throws a curveball, your investment is still safe. For those interested in alternative revenue streams, Oklahoma is also a leader in wind energy. Some landowners lease portions of their property to energy companies for wind turbines, earning $7,000 to $10,000 per turbine per year. That's passive income without lifting a finger. So, whether you want to raise cattle, grow wheat, or invest in wind energy, Oklahoma's cheap land and strong agricultural economy make it one of the best places to buy farmland in 2025. Number 7. Kansas. Kansas is known as the wheat state, and for good reason. If you are looking for affordable land with highly productive soil, Kansas should be at the top of your list. With an average price of just $2,200 per acre, you're getting some of the most valuable farmland in the country at a bargain. Agriculture is the backbone of Kansas, contributing over $65 billion to the state's economy each year. The state produces nearly 330 million bushels of wheat annually, making it the number 1 wheat producer in the U.S. If you are into wheat farming, Kansas is the place to be, period. But it is not just wheat. Kansas is also a top producer of corn, soybeans, and sorghum. It has over 46 million acres of farmland, covering nearly 90% of the state. That means Kansas has more farmland per capita than almost any other state in America. Kansas is also a paradise for cattle ranchers, with over 6.5 million cattle grazing on its land. This state is home to some of the largest cattle feedlots in the U.S., making it one of the best places to raise and sell beef. Another huge perk is low operational costs. Kansas has some of the lowest property taxes for farmland, averaging 0.94%, and the cost of living is 13% below the national average. That means you will save thousands of dollars in long-term expenses compared to farming in other states. Kansas also has one of the most well-developed transportation networks in the U.S., making it easier and cheaper to transport goods. The state has 140,000 miles of highways and more than 4,500 miles of active railway tracks, allowing farmers to move crops and livestock quickly and efficiently. Plus, the Kansas government offers amazing incentives for new farmers, including low-interest loans and grants for land purchases. This makes it even easier to start a farm without needing a fortune up front. So, whether you are into wheat farming, cattle ranching, or large-scale crop production, Kansas offers cheap, high-quality farmland with excellent infrastructure and low taxes, a winning combination for any investor. Number 6. Colorado. When people think of Colorado, they picture majestic mountains and world-class skiing, but what many don't realize is that it is also one of the cheapest places to buy farmland in America. Absolutely. Let's continue with the remaining portion of the script, maintaining the improved grammar and structure. At just $2,000 per acre, Colorado offers a unique mix of affordability, high land value appreciation, and diverse farming opportunities. Unlike states like Kansas or Oklahoma, where flat plains dominate, Colorado's farmland includes rich valleys, rolling hills, and even desert regions. This diversity means you can grow everything from wheat and corn to hemp, hops, and organic produce. In fact, Colorado is one of the fastest-growing states for organic farming, with the demand for organic crops increasing by over 20% per year. The state also ranks number 4 in the U.S. for cattle production, with over 2.8 million cattle raised annually. Ranching is significant here, and with the growing demand for grass-fed beef, Colorado's farmland is becoming more valuable each year. One of the biggest advantages of buying farmland in Colorado is its high resale value. Over the past decade, land prices in Colorado have increased by an average of 8% per year, making it an excellent long-term investment. Unlike some states where farmland values remain stagnant, Colorado's growing population and booming economy ensure your land will only appreciate over time. Water access is another significant plus. Colorado has some of the best irrigation systems in the West, with over 3.5 million acres of irrigated farmland. This ensures steady crop production even in drier seasons. And here's a bonus: Colorado is one of the best states for agritourism. Farmers here make extra income by offering farm stays, horseback riding, and even wine tastings. Some small farm owners make an additional $30,000 to $100,000 per year just from agritourism alone. If you are looking for cheap land with massive appreciation potential, a thriving organic market, and strong cattle farming opportunities, Number 5. Montana. If you are looking for wide open spaces, breathtaking scenery, and dirt-cheap farmland, Montana should be at the top of your list. With an average cost of just $1,900 per acre, this state offers some of the largest and most affordable farmland in America. Montana is massive, covering over 147 million acres, and more than 60 million acres are dedicated to farming and ranching. That's nearly 41% of the entire state. The vast landscapes make Montana one of the best places for cattle ranching, and with over 2.3 million cattle, the beef industry here is booming. The state ranks number 6 in the U.S. for cattle production, and thanks to its grass-fed beef reputation, the demand continues to rise. But ranching isn't the only moneymaker. Montana is also a top producer of wheat, barley, and pulse crops like lentils and chickpeas. The state produces over 200 million bushels of wheat annually, ranking top 3 in the U.S. for wheat production. The climate here is ideal for dryland farming, meaning you can grow high-quality grains with minimal irrigation. Montana also offers incredible tax benefits for farmers. The state's property tax rate for farmland is just 0.84%, one of the lowest in the nation. Plus, Montana provides generous tax credits for conservation efforts, so if you dedicate part of your land to wildlife conservation, you could enjoy even lower taxes and government incentives. Another significant advantage of Montana is its booming recreational land market. Many investors buy farmland not just for agriculture but also for hunting, fishing, and ecotourism. A single acre of farmland that includes hunting rights or fishing access can sell for 2 to 3 times its original value within a decade. If you are looking for a state with cheap land, high cattle demand, massive wheat production, and long-term investment value, Montana is a gold mine waiting to be tapped. Number 4. Nevada. When you think of Nevada, you probably picture Las Vegas, desert landscapes, and casinos. But did you know Nevada also has some of the cheapest farmland in America? At just $1,800 per acre, Nevada is an underrated agricultural powerhouse with huge investment potential. Nevada's farmland covers nearly 5.9 million acres, and while it might not have the lush fields of the Midwest, it's perfect for livestock, alfalfa, and specialty crops. The state produces over 900,000 tons of hay annually, making it a key supplier for dairy farms and cattle ranches across the West. One of the biggest perks of farming in Nevada is water rights. Despite being one of the driest states in the U.S., Nevada has strong irrigation programs that allow farmers to maximize productivity. If you own farmland with established water rights, your land value can triple in just a few years. Livestock farming is also booming in Nevada. The state has over 500,000 cattle, and the demand for grass-fed organic beef is skyrocketing. Many ranchers lease land from the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, for as little as $1.35 per animal per month, making Nevada one of the cheapest places to raise cattle in the U.S. Nevada's low tax rates are another huge advantage. The state has zero income tax and one of the lowest property tax rates, 0.60%, in the country. That means more of your profits stay in your pocket. Plus, Nevada is becoming a hub for alternative farming. With advances in hydroponics and solar-powered irrigation, farmers are growing high-value crops like hemp, saffron, and greenhouse vegetables, making massive profits with minimal water use. And here's the real kicker. Nevada's land value is appreciating fast. As California's farmland gets more expensive, investors are turning to Nevada, causing land prices to rise by 6 to 8% per year. Buying farmland in Nevada today could mean huge returns in the next decade. If you want cheap farmland with strong water rights, low taxes, and booming livestock demand, Nevada is an absolute steal in 2025. Number 3. Wyoming. If you've ever dreamed of owning a massive piece of land without breaking the bank, Wyoming is calling your name. At just $1,600 per acre, Wyoming offers some of the most affordable farmland in the U.S., making it an ideal destination for ranchers, farmers, and land investors alike. Wyoming is America's least populated state, with only 580,000 people spread across nearly 98,000 square miles. That means you get tons of land, wide open skies, and zero crowds. Over 30 million acres of the state's land is used for agriculture, with livestock farming being the dominant industry. Wyoming is home to over 1.3 million cattle, which means there are more than twice as many cows as people. Ranching in Wyoming is incredibly cost-effective, thanks to the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, grazing programs. Ranchers can lease public land for as little as $1.35 per animal unit per month, making Wyoming one of the cheapest places in America to raise cattle. The state is also a major producer of wool and sheep, with over 300,000 sheep grazing across its vast landscapes. But Wyoming isn't just about cattle and sheep, it also has a growing grain and hay industry. The state produces over 2 million tons of hay annually, making it a key supplier for dairy farms and horse breeders across the country. The low humidity and high elevation help maintain soil fertility, allowing farmers to grow alfalfa, barley, and oats with minimal pesticides. Taxes are almost non-existent. Wyoming is one of the few states with no personal income tax, and the property tax rate is just 0.61%, one of the lowest in the nation. If you are looking for a place to farm, ranch, or invest in land while keeping your tax burden low, Wyoming is a perfect choice. And let's talk about land appreciation. Wyoming's farmland has been increasing in value by 5 to 7% per year due to rising demand from ranchers, hunters, and conservation groups. With its cheap land, low taxes, and strong agricultural economy, Wyoming is an undeniable gold mine for farmland buyers in 2025. Number 2. New Mexico. If you are looking for the cheapest farmland in America, New Mexico wins the crown. At an astonishing $1,500 per acre, it offers the lowest farmland prices in the entire country, making it a dream destination for land investors, ranchers, and farmers looking for massive acreage at bargain prices. New Mexico is enormous, covering over 77 million acres, with nearly 25 million acres dedicated to agriculture. The state is a powerhouse for livestock farming, with over 1.5 million cattle and 100,000 dairy cows supplying milk across the Southwest. The dairy industry alone generates over $1.3 billion annually, making it one of the state's biggest agricultural exports. But here's what makes New Mexico unique. It's a hidden gem for pecan and chili farming. The state produces over 74 million pounds of pecans per year. It's also the undisputed king of chili peppers, producing more than 60% of the country's green and red chilies. If you've ever had authentic Hatch green chilies, you've tasted New Mexico's finest. Water availability is one of the biggest factors to consider when buying farmland, and while New Mexico is a dry state, it has a strong irrigation network thanks to the Rio Grande and Pecos River. Many farms rely on drip irrigation and water-efficient techniques, making it possible to grow crops even in semi-arid regions. Plus, farmers who secure water rights can see their land values triple over time. New Mexico also has some of the lowest property taxes in the nation, with an average rate of just 0.55%. Combine that with affordable land prices, strong agricultural exports, and rising demand for specialty crops, and you've got an undervalued market with huge growth potential. Another massive perk is that New Mexico is seeing a rise in ecotourism, hunting leases, and solar farming. Investors are buying up large ranches and repurposing them for off-grid living, renewable energy projects, and conservation efforts, further driving up land prices. With low land costs, booming agriculture, and high appreciation potential, New Mexico is hands down the best state to buy farmland in 2025. If you're looking for a once-in-a-lifetime deal on land, this is where you want to be. Number 1. Texas. If you're dreaming of wide open spaces and the chance to own a substantial piece of America, Texas is calling your name. With vast landscapes and regions offering surprisingly affordable land, Texas stands as a prime opportunity in 2025. While prices vary across the state, certain areas provide incredible value, making it a dream for ranchers, farmers, and land investors. Texas is massive, covering over 268,000 square miles, and its diverse terrain supports a wide range of agricultural activities. From cattle ranching to cotton fields, the Lone Star State offers something for everyone. In regions like far west Texas and the Panhandle, South Plains, you can find expansive acreage at prices that will leave you amazed. Here's why Texas should be at the top of your list. Unbelievable acreage at bargain prices. In areas like the Panhandle and far west Texas, you can find land averaging around $1,890 an acre. Imagine the possibilities. This affordability allows you to acquire significant tracts of land, perfect for large-scale operations or simply enjoying the vastness of Texas. A powerhouse of agriculture, Texas is a leading producer of cattle, cotton, grains, and more. The state's robust agricultural industry provides ample opportunities for those looking to engage in farming or ranching. Diverse land uses. Whether you're looking to raise cattle, grow crops, or enjoy recreational activities like hunting and off-roading, Texas has it all. This variety makes it easy to find land that suits your specific needs. Key considerations. Remember, water rights are crucial, especially in the drier regions. Do your due diligence on zoning, regulations, and mineral rights. Far West Texas has some of the lowest average price per acre in the state. With its combination of affordability, vastness, and agricultural prowess, Texas offers an unparalleled opportunity for land buyers in 2025. If you're looking for a place where your land dreams can become a reality,